Oh, look at that cool coffee cup. Ah, not even a spill on the countertop. Think I'm gonna be carving some mushrooms today. Da-da-da-da-da! Here we are back again. I'm gonna have to get those things down to the spirit trails within a day or two. So lots of stuff going on here. So I don't know if any of you guys see my video I uploaded yesterday. It was carving an old rotten stump my buddy Gordy had in his garden, and I finished it and it was okay. So he had another big stump, and well, I talked him into not using it, and I cut it up with my chainsaw. Now it's in the firewood pile. So Gordy was in town yesterday, so we went down to the causeway and we got this big sucker for his garden. Look at the size of that. He had to, I think it's cottonwood or poplar wood. I'm not too sure. But we went down there, we loaded it in the back of the 4Runner truck and brought it back. Because it's not rotten. That other piece was too rotten. So, of course, he had to find the piece that was farthest away from the truck. And he found it. Then I had to go walk 50 miles to get my chainsaw and walk back. Then I had to walk back to my truck, and then we had to load it. So anyways, this is gonna, it's just, okay, I'm not gonna carve this today because I'm just kind of not feeling too energetic. I might carve it, but he wants a wood spirit up here, okay? It's got lots of depth, so I can carve a nice wood spirit for him here. He's got another piece of wood that sits under here, and so this piece will sit on that and the other piece of wood. I don't have my other tripod here. It's where my throne chair is. So let me just get this set up and I'll show you guys how it's going to work. So you see how I got it set up? I don't know if this is the way you want it, but you got another stick there. See that stick? It's just put in there. So he wants a wood spirit up here. He wants to make a cedar flower box to put in here, to put some flowers for his garden. He wants all this cleaned up. I got artistic freedom to carve whatever I want here, okay? That's a good thing, guys. If you guys are going to do consignment pieces, try and make sure, like, you know, they say what they want. Me and Gordy set this up. We know how he has it set up. I think it looks like a killer whale. Look, there's his big fin. There's his head. There's his flapper fin. Anyways, so he wants this. I told him, I'm not cleaning all this shit up, Gordy. I'm not doing it. It's going to take me a week to clean this shit up. I'm not freaking doing it. Okay? There's rocks and shit in there. And there's a little rock back in there, Gordy. So I said I'll clean this stuff up. And yeah, so also, oh yeah, okay, so another thing he wants a dragonfly in here. Sitting on here, okay? Because, well, you guys seen that I've been carving dragonflies, so if people see you carving stuff, they're going to want that stuff. That's why I haven't carved a bear yet. There's my first bear. There it is. Bear, coyote, seal, otter, pig, cat. But I'm not carving bears because people want them. So I had this sketched out. I was going to carve the dragonfly out of here. But that's not happening. Changed my mind. So I went and bought some thick copper. This piece of copper is, let's see here. Here's a shout out to Larry and his brother on Two Brothers One Vision on Vancouver Island. 2 feet by 1 foot 7 inches. Okay. This piece of copper was 97 bucks. Shit ain't cheap, boys and girls, but it's a thicker gauge, right? Because I was just at home. I cut this pattern out. Okay. So I got this pattern drawn out. I brought my DeWalt 20 volt die grinder with a zip cut disc. So I'll get these zip cutted out. I don't even know what I'm gonna do. I'm just starting to get too much stuff adding up, right? So I think maybe what I'll start doing is, because I got some energy right now, I'll get my little grinder with my Kutzall shaping burr on it, and I'll start cleaning this wood up here. Okay. And then so like it's going to be bright here because it's going to be the clean wood, and then I'll touch areas, like I'll hit it here and give it some highlights for when he puts a C-tall on it, right? Okay guys, so here's this Kutzall Extreme shaping disc on here. just a cheap grinder. And I'll repeat myself over and over. First of all, if you want to get these discs, go to the Kutzall site listed below in the description. Go to the site, use the code CFusion, save yourself 5%. Okay? But second of all, this should be first of all, these things are aggressive. And if these things kick back on these grinders, it's going to cut you. It's going to do some damage, right? So if you're not that strong or you don't have much experience with grinders, I suggest you get something like this. Okay, this is a flap sanding pad. Lots of pro carvers do their shaping with these discs, guys. This is 40 grit, okay? So if you don't have much experience with the grinders and these things, because they're dangerous if they kick back again, I'll keep repeating myself, get yourself one of these. It's going to scrape your skin if it hits you, that's all. A couple other things I want to say to you guys. I brought my chainsaws, but I forgot my gas cans at where the throne chair carving is. So I brought my Makita electric chainsaw, plugs in. Okay, I got a brand new chain on it, so if I need to do any cutting with the chainsaw, I got this sucker here. And all, I got a brand new steel hat. Oh yeah, $6 at the steel dealers right now, guys. They're in the coupons. This, I haven't shown this too much on my channel. Okay, this is a welder's mask. Okay, so these are the filters. So you put this on your face, this mask, and then these filters, see they got swivels here. Then these things go to your back. They sit on your back. So let me hook it up to my face and I'll show you how it works. These things are like not cheap, but I've had this for years. And this is way, so, you know, I got my beard and stuff, my Indian pop bottle collecting beard right now, but so this thing doesn't seal too tight. But at least the filters are facing on your back, so you're not getting stuff, whatever. Okay, I'll show you how it works. Okay, so I got the mask all tightened up now, so like this. Those are the back. See how that works? So it direct dust, it's not getting the direct dust, it's got to get it from the back. So I'm going to start cleaning this up now, I guess. I'm not going to film it. Okay, so you guys can see here like all the white and the gray, right? So how it differentiates. So when Gordy puts his buttermilk acetal on it or whatever he wants to use, this stuff's going to go like black. And this stuff will be like the butternut color. Let's do a spit test here. So you see how dark that goes? So this thing's going to really pop. This killer whale art garden piece. So now what I'm going to do, because if you see with that grinding disc, you get little marks. So this is his front piece. You know, guys, like I said in my other video, he's really anal about his garden and his yard. He's just one of those guys. And and he has spotlights on his garden, and he has like so he wants it really nice, and I want it to be nice for him too. His family really means a lot to me. I went and visited his mom, Mrs. Burnside, yesterday. You know, I just really love the lady. She's so beautiful, and you know, we started talking about my mom and back in the days. I started crying. I can't help it. Like I started bawling actually. And Gordy's dad is in an old folks home now. He's starting to get what's that? Alzheimer's. And they're not allowed to go see him because of the virus. So it's hard times for everybody, guys. So, you know, if you're going through something, hard times, just try and find some kind of art to make yourself happy, right? So I want this to be a nice piece for Gordy and his family because I love them all. So I got this grinder here. This DeWalt's been a treat for me. It's lasted forever. And I got this little, just like my little flap sanders, okay? This is a belt sander, guys. It's just on this 1/4" nut and screw. And I'm just going to hit it with it, kind of go around, clean it up a bit, just to make it a bit nicer, right? So I'll do that with this. See, nut and bolt, 1/4" with a washer on there. My buddy Pete helped make me a couple of these things too. Actually, this is one Pete made for me. Okay guys, so you can see how it's really cleaned up now, right? There's still a couple cut lines in there, who cares? So I figured, what the hell, Gordy said he wanted a planter box for up here. So let's cut him out, let's make him a planter box to go up in there for his, let's do this one for his mom and his sister, okay? But anyways, it'll be for him. So I'm going to cut this off with my electric chainsaw, and we'll use my Manpa tools to gouge this out. So because I want to use those tools more, I'm excited to use them, right? So I'm going to cut this off here, and then I'm going to haul it out with the Manpa tools. And if it doesn't fit in there the way Gordy likes it, well, that's just Gordy's problem. Hey, Gordy? Yeah! Okay, so the little old Makita rips pretty good. It's the Makita 4000. This is a still chain. I don't know what kind it is, but whatever, it's brand new. And yeah, so it ripped pretty good. So let's try and fit this thing in this stump. Okay, so I think it fits in there pretty good. I'm going to do some shaping. You know, I'm going to take this down here so it gets in there better. And well, if Gordy don't like it, I don't care. Okay guys, so I got the piece locked in my jaw horse. I got the outline of where I want the flower pot to be, right? So this is real simple jaw horse, guys. Go to my Amazon store, you'll see a different bunch of types of these makes, right? This is the one I got though. I don't know, I don't care to get which one you want, but they're very handy, right? And they're very simple to use, okay? So it's locked in the jaw horse now. You have to be careful because this is metal. You can see here where I've hit it with my chain, right? Lots of times. Heavy hands. So it's good to make wood blocks, like L blocks, that will fit inside here. So if you slip, you're not going to hit the metal, you'll hit the wood, right? You know, like a little block like this. So anyways, my Manpa tools here, which ones I'm going to use for this. This is a cutter. I forget the name of it. I think it's like a 3-inch cutter, or yeah, 2.5-inch cutter. See the cutter on there? You guys be careful when you use these tools. They're aggressive as hell. So what I'm going to do with that, these Manpa tools just go on your grinders, guys. This is on a flap grinder. See the flap one there? Okay. Just attachments for your grinders. There you go, Manpa tools. Just go to Manpa, M-A-N-P-A tools.com. Great people. So what I'm going to do is carve a little bit deep in with DeWalt, and then I'll use this hole gouger to get some depth in here. This is Manpa tools too, guys. I think it's a 2-inch or 2.5-inch hole gouger. Okay, this thing is deadly. It works wicked. They all work wicked. Okay, so I'm excited to use them. That's why I'm doing this. Okay, if you guys saw my MacGyvering, how to get this little tripod stand to show here, you guys would call me MacGyver. Hey, Ben, studio on the lake. How you doing, buddy? How do you like that, Benny boy? How do you like that? Okay guys, so now I'm going to use the hole gouger. I got like 2 inches carved in there in like 2 minutes. So you guys, when you use these hole gougers, you got to make that whoosh noise when you're trying to shape with this. It really helps you. It's whoosh, do it. Whoosh. You'll see. Watch, I'll be doing it. You might not be able to hear me. See? You go whoosh, whoosh. Okay, so here's 10 minutes worth of work. What do you guys think? Perfect fit? I think it's a perfect fit. Good enough for the chick's eye? Beep! Okay, so you see it's holed out there. I'm going to finish putting the lines on here with the Manpa tool. And then I'm going to burn it. And then I'm going to clean it with my flap sounder. Yep. I think it's more natural to have that than like a handmade cedar one, like so it's square. This one's better, I think. Okay, so let's set in there. Pretty good. See how I kind of just grooved that out? Sits in there nice and strong. So now what I'm going to do, and see I did all these grooves. It's about 10 minutes work for me, guys. 15 minutes tops. Look how deep it is in there. So what I'm going to do now is burn it and then hit it with my flap sounder, guys. These go on your drills. Get them on my Amazon store too. These things are a lifesaver. They sure are, yeah. Okay, so that part's done. So I'm not even going to hit it with my little flaps, my little bristle brush. Leave it the way it is, because he's going to stain all this, and that will be offset from this, so we'll leave it darker. So now I got artistic freedom to put something here. I'm thinking about doing some Japanese wind, just a nice Japanese thing, because you're going to have a wood spirit up here, you're going to have a planter here. You don't want it to be too much. That's my opinion. Too much is too much. Sometimes less is better. So just like let's see here, where's a pen? I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this with my Manpa tools, but this is like Japanese wind. Bap will like this. Hey Bap. And then you can get it to go like this or whatever you want. So I think it's just an artistic touch. And well, if Gordy doesn't like it, he can sound it off at his house. Okay guys, so I got my Dremel 4000 here with the flex shaft. I got my Kutzall Extreme Taper burr on here. I cut it all out. So this is what I mean by feathering out your cuts, guys. Okay, so I got these cut marks in. So now I want to feather this out. Make this, okay, this will be the low point, high point, low point, high point. So there'll be like little slopes. Feather your cut away, guys, okay? So that's kind of like Japanese wind. I got some tattoos of it, kind of like that right there. Right, see how it spins there? That's old school Japanese wind. Hi, Bap. Okay, so now I got the Kutzall Flame Extreme here, guys. So let's see if I can turn it on and just show you for a second. See I took that down? This might even be birchwood, I think it might be. Big old birch tree. Okay. So there it is. There's the goddamn ninja wind. You guys never be afraid to make your own art on whatever you want. Yeah, this is Japanese art. But guess what? I don't give a shit. I'm going to carve Japanese stuff. My style. I'm going to carve native stuff. My style. I'm going to carve Irish stuff. My style. I don't give a shit. Carving fusion. Fusion all together. Now I got to burn this because... Got your flower pot up here, sits nice and tight in there. Oh yeah, yep. And I want it to kind of like be dark and go with the friggin' flower pot. Okay, so I'm going to burn it. And then I'm going to hit it with my sander to sand the high points. Okay. Okay guys, so you can see I got it burnt in there. So this is a key point that I want to say something to all the new wood carvers out there. And I see lots of it on my Facebook, on the great group that we have. We're almost at 1,000 members. Carving Fusion, World of Wood Carvers. Lots of guys do the wood burning and they sand it, but your deep points in here, okay? See, I can't be bothered to clean that shit out of there and burn it. If you keep trying to burn inside there, you're going to burn this top detail away. You see how it started, even it's rounding off, burning it? You don't want to burn your detail away, okay? So I'm going to show you a simple solution how to fix this problem so you don't have the white carve marks in there. Okay, so here we go. Dun, 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 dun. If I can get this thing going. Carving Fusion paint tray, dollar store black paint, acrylic, dollar store paintbrush. Okay, so to set your paint tray up here so it doesn't spill and make a mess, get some paint on your paintbrush. Before you sand it, right, before I sand the high points, I just want to put some dollar store paint in there. It doesn't have to be perfect. Okay. Then after you get the dollar store paint in there to get, see, look, you don't see those white spots anymore. That's the paint. That's not the paint. That's not the paint. That's not the paint. Here, let's do right in here. Sorry, guys. Fire the camera, man. Okay, so there you go. So don't worry about your paint lines. Try and like dry brush it this way, right? Like blend it in. No big deal if you don't do it. Okay, so I'm going to get this done. I'll show you when it's done. Then I'm going to hit it with my little flap sander thing. I haven't decided if I'm going to use the sandpaper one yet or the bristle brush one. Okay, so I'll get this done. I'll be back. But you see, done, not done, done, not done. Okay, Jordy, but I gotta wait for the paint to dry. Who says? Who says you need to wait for the paint to dry? I didn't say you need the paint to dry, did I? Just sand it off! Sand it off! One-handed! Yeah! See? Okay guys, see how that blends together? That's the same color as that. You know, it's a real crying shame I didn't have that acetal here to put on the piece to show you guys how much like these light points and dark points will really pop, right? Like this compared to this. I'm gonna have to ask Gordy to make me a little video to show his garden when it's done. It might be in, who knows how long it's gonna take him, but you know, just to show like how the flower potters pot. And guys, I'm so thankful we grabbed a better piece of wood, you know, because I don't enjoy carving crappy wood. I don't think anybody does. So if you got crappy wood and somebody wants you to carve it, just get rid of it, carve something else, right? I could put another one of these up here. Time's money though, guys. Time's money. He's already way past his budget on this, so you know, you can only do what you got to do, right? I'm still gotta carve a wood spirit up here. So I don't think I'm going to do that wood spirit today. I'm just kind of getting, here's Bap, I'm getting knackered. Oh, my Irish friends, I think they say it in England too, maybe, or Scotland, knackered. So I think I'm going to cut these dragonfly wings out. And then tomorrow I'll probably just sit at home and make the dragonfly. You guys, if you want to see me make a dragonfly video, another one with the copper wings, I'll do it. I don't care. I enjoy filming. I think I need to drink some water here. You guys, you can even make your dragonfly wings out of these milk jugs, right? Okay, so I'm going to cut these out and then, I don't know, be back, I guess. Maybe. Okay, guys, so that's basically a wrap for today. So I just measured this thing. It's 5 feet long, 4 feet high, okay? So yeah, it's a real shame I couldn't put the finish on it to show you guys, to make like it will show you how much these colors all blend together, right? I did spray paint this black, just, you know, whatever. So I gotta come back. I probably won't film it. I don't know, man. You guys are probably getting bored of me carving the wood spirits, but I'm gonna put this on the ground, sit down, relax in a couple days, and do the wood spirit to finish this piece up. Okay, so that's that. Now for the dragonfly, I'm gonna sit at home, relax, and do tomorrow. I got these copper wings kind of cut out. I'll keep my template, right, in case I need to redraw it on. I'll be able to use my little cutters at home to clean everything up, right? Here's the dragonfly body. So I probably will film tomorrow because more people are making dragonflies, and maybe it might help them to see what I do. This copper will be kind of be an experiment thing. I'm going to try and do some different stuff on the wings. And this will just be like the body here, the head here, like with 2 big eyes. Just a basic shape of a dragonfly. Because the dragonflies, I'll show you guys. Gordy wants a dragonfly to sit up here. Right? So there's going to be a dragonfly sitting up here. I think it's better that way so you can see the wings. I'm not going to fasten it. I'm going to let Gordy do that. So, but that's where the dragonfly will be anyways. Okay, guys, so I hope you're all good. And I got to go home and rest now. I'm kind of pushing myself to the limit, working on that chair and getting this and doing all the carving. I just got to stay at home tomorrow and just kind of relax and putter around the yard, eat some blueberries and strawberries. See ya. Studio on the Loke. Just let me know when you want a piece.